What's going on, everybody? Your boy Sasha Rock, aka the Regular Cat, and we back right before Thanksgiving. Want to thank everybody for going to join us here. Let's go. What up, though? My bad. I'm trying to make sure I pronounce the name right. Victor Cornerstone. I love that joint. Hedastate, salute, bro. You here? Let's go. Or you can get the barbershop quartet. Tell them. And come catch the fade for some more shit. I still smoke about a quarter of breath, and I pray the Most High still order my steps. That's right. Another black king at the crossroads. Hope everybody's having a good day. Ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow. I don't like to talk over banging joints like this too much. You know what I'm saying? Sasiko, what's good, my brother? Shout out to South Africa. So soon, my bro, what up? We gonna have some fun Friday, babe. It all started in 99, posing by the Porsche, never thought 09. Go squad all day, baby. Young Vito Cole, frozen by the horse. Mustang must be chosen by the force. Vito Cole. Jedi, we be talking red eye. Overseas flights, bathrobe, hash roll. No access without the passcode. My guy, Too Fast, Too Furious is in the building. Good looking for joining me, my brother. We gonna have some fun. We got my man tonight, Hedastate. You listening to this joint right here? I don't like talking over joints like this, man. Talk to him. Hope everybody's enjoying their week. I hope everybody's ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow. Hope everybody's gonna have a blessed one, a safe one. We usually do all that at the end, but you know it's on my mind right now. This is my boy, Hedastate joint. My guy get busy, yo. I only rock with people that get busy, you know what I'm saying? Y'all may have heard this one on the intro, on the promo. This here's my shit. Praise was good, bro. Yeah. Shoot some. Rock with me, y'all. Bounce. We gonna get headed in here. Hedastate in a minute. Damn house, you ain't dropped yet, but it's about to be the roots box set. You gon' see a nigga. What? And we can pop text, but God bless the hands and the nigga that I dropped way back. He remember. All praises are due to the Most High. Prayers for my enemies when the toes fly. Hold up. Middle finger to your weight when I coast by. Family black rock, coast no stop. I'm close by. Every weapon shoot. Hope you got an extra suit. Praise, you ain't lying. It's funny how I got the chicken for the extra cool. You niggas extra cute. You thinking about your ex, I'm thinking execute. Got me feeling like Miley. Too Fast, Too Furious. Man, I'm glad you like this joint. We about to have fun with my guy right here. Nigga, try me. Yo, Ray, this is the type of joints I be rocking in the gym, man. Shout out to my brother, Too Fast, Too Furious. One of the trainers in my gym. Hedastate, let me get you my brother in here now, man. Yo, where you at, Hedastate? Let me get you in here, bro. We got my brother Hedastate about to join us. Peace. Hold on. I'm excited with this one, brother.
Yo, what's good with it, man? Peace, kid.
Chilling. Yo, first of all, salute North Carolina finest, stand up. Yes, you sir. Got mad love coming in here. We about to get into all of that. But listen, everybody, this is one of my favorites, one of my brother Praise's favorite MCs. Hedastate, yo. Everybody give a warm welcome to my brother here. Salute, man. Thank you for being here, man.
Thank you for having me, G.
Listen, I apologize. Normally I don't do this. Let me just send out a couple apologies. I should have did this before I had you on.
Okay.
First, Let me give a quick apology to my brother of over 25 years, Cool B. He's one of the DJs that rock with me on the station.
Okay.
This Saturday, I had his mix was supposed to be on, and I had a technical issue. Bro,
Okay.
I apologize about that. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, we're going to have him rocking out this week. We'll talk about that later.
No doubt.
But for sure. And then apologies to you with the miscommunication or lack of, because I like to be in order. I like to send my joints out 2 weeks in advance, let people know what's going on. I thought I sent it to you when I saw him sitting there. I was like, oh man, what, you know what I mean?
Man, nah, it's all good, man. Listen, I'm honored to even be on the platform, man. Your platform is needed. It's needed, man. You know what I'm saying? And it just feels good to see people that appreciate the craft. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, I grew up on this. This is not just something that I use to get through my day. This is something I get through life with.
Talk about it.
Understand. I hope people know that, and I hope people feel that. So if I ask you to be here, it's because I care about this, and
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It means everything to me, man. So I appreciate it.
Yeah. So salute. Hedastate. Let's start with you, bro. Let's tell them where you from, bro. Let's talk about that, B.
North Carolina, baby. North Carolina, born and bred. Born in Greensboro, but I lived all around North Carolina, man. Fayetteville, Greensboro, and now I'm in Raleigh. You know what I'm saying? So it's blood in the mud here, man. It's all North Carolina, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you are right on time. Salute, North Carolina. My cousin just joined us. What's up, cuz Faulkner? He's out there in North Carolina. He's been trying to get me out there for the longest, bro.
Yo.
So now I know when I get down there, I got to make that contact with you. We got to link up.
Carpet.
In person. Thank you.
Bro.
Yes, sir. So listen, it's in the water because I really believe North Carolina, as far as hip hop and lyricism, is so slept on. And shout out to J. Cole because that's who they first think of.
Man.
But me, I'm thinking of Little Brother when I think North Carolina. Now,
absolutely.
I'm so thankful to have you on here because you're going to help me educate myself on the hip hop movement in North Carolina. So thank you with that, brother.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. It's my pleasure, man. And yeah, man, Little Brother, instrumental. I remember hearing when they first dropped, and it was just like, North Carolina? And it's just funny. That it's a soulful sound. I think that's a staple. I think that's a Carolina staple. Just that soulful, sound. A lot of us down here, man, church boys, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? So we live where we live. So
and y'all slick with that lingo, man. Y'all slick with the bar talk. Like, listen, North Carolina is home of some. Like I used to always say before I had this platform, the home of some of my favorite MCs is Brooklyn and Detroit. I just keep it funky. Brooklyn, Detroit. Like I'm a New Yorker, so all in New York, but Detroit really got it. But when I think of North Carolina, I think of nothing but Boston. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Salute.
Brooklyn probably birthed my favorites. You know what I mean? Yeah. You talking about, the one, B.I., you know what I mean? So that's always going to be my, my go-to. That's my favorite of all time. But you can always go to Jay. But then, you got Sean P. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something, bro. Your style is such a mixture of everyone you name, but without copying. And that's why I love it, bro.
Absolutely.
Like if everybody was in here rocking, and shout out to everybody in the building. Your squad is here filling it up. I appreciate it. Shout out to my Ghost Squad as well. But
absolutely,
if everybody's been checking you out, and it's like your style, your flow, I love the beats you pick, man. How you rock over those, and so we're gonna get to that too. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So being from North Carolina, it sounds like you said, where your influence comes from. But tell me something else. What are some of the other dope MCs or artists that you were listening to on your way up coming up?
Man, I'm an older cat, so I can always pull from the Rakims and the Canes. You know what I mean? I was a hardcore Public Enemy fan. You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely it. And I'm a Big L, I'm a hardcore Big L fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I can go Pharoah Monch, but then I like the West Coast. I mean, I used to like Far Side,
Absolutely.
Hieroglyphics, you know what I'm saying? Delta Funky Homo Sapien and all that. I was deep into that around that era. Cause you know, I'm like one of them the native tongue family. I'm a native tongue family baby. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I grew up on all that, like you said, because I'm an older head too. I wear it on my sleeve, so people know one of my favorite songs was Curtis Blow, I Rule the World. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Hey, man, listen, you talk about somebody that listened to the Fat Boys back in the day, you know what I mean?
Listen, you know, we telling each other's age without telling each other's age, and we happy to wear it.
I'm seasoned with the gray stripes, so it ain't even, you know what I mean? I can't even, hide it. You know what I mean?
I grow it in, it's all grayed up too, and I'm all right with that, though. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, man. Shout out to the Zitos way, man. I see them. That's a hard dude. But yeah, man, I'm into all that. I mean, old school, I'm definitely that. But I mean, I like the new cats too, man. Like, probably not as new now, but I dig on like, the young cat. What's my man, Joey Badass?
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
He's a beast. I see you praise about we old word praise. You ain't too far behind us.
Yo, we gonna get into that, man. Yeah, that's my guy right there.
Listen, man. I got so much love for Praise, man. I'm glad he joined us. Listen, if he has time, he gonna be here, man. That's just how he is, you know.
Man,
word.
Beautiful brother.
Yeah, man. So let's talk about like when you first got into like penning your joints. Can you remember your first rhyme and like what went into doing it? Like
that's funny.
To it.
My first round was was in like elementary school, and I had an older cousin, and named Ruff. He was Ruff G, and you know what I'm saying, he was like the rapper, and he was like, yeah, he used to do this rap, and I was like, damn, that's fly. And so I went to the schoolyard, and it was like, you rap? I said, yeah, I rap. I just rapped this whole shit.
Listen, you the second fire MC that told me they borrowed somebody else's joint in the beginning, man.
It wasn't even no borrow, man. I totally ripped the gent. You know what I'm saying? Ripped the whole shit. And so, I guess he's like, yo, you crazy. I said, I know. And so then the next day it was like, so you coming back for some more, right? I was like, ugh.
Oh.
Do that. Huh.
And from there, that's when you had to pen it. Word.
I had to, but my mother's a retired English teacher. You know what I'm saying? And my father, God rest his soul, was a band director, musician. So, it's kind of like the family trade, man. You know what I'm saying? I got two younger brothers. We all do it. And so, we had to kind of come up with it. So.
What level, like you say your dad, rest his soul, and once again, man, for sure, you know,
sir.
He was a band director. And what was it in school? Like high school, or was it what level?
He did middle school. When I was younger, he was middle school, high school. Then, like the Jeffersons, we moving on up.
Salute to that.
College, you know what I mean? So, moved us into that nice neighborhood across the way. And, and went from there. So, Pops had 5 jobs, got out the mud, country dude, got with a country lady, and made some country boys that, try to get busy.
Yeah,
Try to.
I asked about that because, like, I've never spoke about this yet on here, but this first time, when I was in elementary school, and shout out to my brother, he's a DJ, Meek Love in Mount Vernon. I played drums in elementary school. Yeah, I was all city and all of that. And it's so crazy, you know what I'm saying? But like when I watched that movie, Drumline the Cannon, I'm like, yo, I know people may think it's whack. I love that movie because it reminded me of me because I couldn't read past a certain level of note.
Oh, wow.
But he played it, I remembered it, and I got busy. That's how I made All City.
But you was dope.
Yeah, so this little thing right there, nobody really asked about me. This is about you right now. You know?
Nah, I like that. We're going to have to chop it up about that later.
Yeah, absolutely. So now you went from right then penning your first rhymes because you had to show up or get showed out, you know what I mean?
Right.
So when did you realize, damn, I'm kind of good at this?
I guess, in those same spaces, man, back in the day, we used to huddle up in the morning, right before homeroom. Everybody kind of, do their little thing. And, everybody liked the same shit, really. We listen to everything. You talking about North Carolina, so we didn't have a box down here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of what we got from up top was our family going up and coming back. Look what they doing. Look what they doing. We like, ugh. you know, and so
Exactly.
yeah, so you know, we absorb that, especially, you know, so you know, in those spaces is where I really kind of felt like I was a little bit, you know, I maybe had something, you know what I'm saying? Because what I said was a little bit different. How I said it was different. It was a different content. I wasn't saying really the same thing.
Right.
And I just kind of always prided myself in just being myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's
Oh,
hard. It's hard as shit to be somebody else.
listen, absolutely. We're gonna get into that too, man. Shout out to everybody in the room. Shout out to my Ghost Squad brothers. My man So Soon. I got him lined up for Friday. Shout out
Peace.
Virtue. Shout out to my man John Torres is in the building. I don't know if he's still in here. My man from out here, good brother. Thanks for joining us, man. We here with the illest MC that y'all may or may not have heard of, Hedastate. And this dude, let me tell you, we're gonna get into some more of that. So
Far too kind, G.
listen, this is I'm telling you from I would break it down a little less. I wouldn't put it on as much if I didn't feel the way I felt about it. I'd be like, yo, you know what I mean?
I feel you.
Like I listen to the joints and it gives me that feeling like hip hop. Like I always tell people, hip hop ain't dead.
It ain't dead.
You're a lazy listener. I call everybody lazy listeners. And shout out to my brother DJ, my partner, because he's like, he get busy. I always say, like, in this hip hop thing, we Malcolm and Martin. I'm Martin, peaceful with it. He Malcolm. He like, listen, y'all say y'all can't find hip hop, we right here. And that's what I love about him, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You need both. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You need Malcolm and Martin. You know
what
I mean?
And listen, this is how we got this platform, man. Shout out to my brother ASU, the tribe, everybody jumping in here.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? We here with Hedastate. So, bro, like, you started realizing you had something. And how did you, I got to get to this flow of yours. How did you get this, like, this flow of yours? Like, was it right off the rip or did it take some time to master?
Damn, I ain't never had that pose.
That's what I like to try to do. Like to get them. Everybody know.
If I had to be perfectly honest, you know what I mean? It is something I think you craft. I always have people say like, dang, man, I love your voice. Your voice sounds good on the track. But then I'm like, but what about what I said? You know what I mean?
Word.
So I took that as a personal challenge always. And I always wanted to just be conversational rather than trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? I had a guy I used to work with, a producer, and he was like, when I used to really write, I used to have notebooks. And he'd be like, yeah, man, go in there and spit your joint. And I go in there and spit it, and I'm reading it. And he was like, that ain't it, fam. I'm like, what you mean? And so I just started kind of just memorizing everything. And so it sounds more like a conversation, just talking now.
Yeah.
I used to, you know, I would let people hear something, they'd be like, that's you? And I'd be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So now when I do something, it's like I'm talking. It's my voice, is not what I'm trying to say. It's my voice now. You know, it ain't nothing else. It's no external things. It's just all me. You know what I'm saying? And so just kind of being self-aware gave me my flow for the most part.
Yo, it's crazy you said that because, like, I was talking about this with someone. It's like it could be the same words and sound different. You know what I mean? Like, for example, when you say you're reading it, like I remember when I was recording, and if I went to the studio and was reading, I sound like this.
Right.
A typewriter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. Memorized it, and then you become one with the beat, and then that's how you like, oh, word.
Yeah.
I mean, you catch that flow.
It's natural. It's a natural thing. So it was a natural progression. I gotta definitely shout out Redman. I was like a Redman, Busta Rhyme. You know, that's yo, Redman, you sound like Redman. I was like, ugh, I don't want to sound like him. That's just my favorite guy.
Exactly.
You know? And so, you know, you definitely, I think as an MC and an artist, you can be gifted with it from jump, but finding your voice, I think, and just your flow is the best shit. I think somebody used to say, like, you don't have to say all them words to get your point across. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and that can help me understand some things when I listen to your lyrics and your bars, yo. All right.
I don't have to say a whole lot. Like I remember somebody saying a joint like, yo, just like, yeah, I get the loom on the bat and bust your head. I'll be like, nah, don't want to say it like that. I say I get aluminum bats and play baseball. You know
and here's the thing too. I think the way that you write your bars, bro, you write them with breath control in mind, because I love when you like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just like, all right, he about to go in. You catch it. You know what I mean? And then when you said you don't have to say all of those words, I hear it, because you'll let the track breathe. And it's like, what I love is that you can body any track, but you are allowing the track to get shine as well. So you showing the producers love, bro, because y'all dancing. Y'all dancing.
That's it. It's a marriage.
You know, yeah, and I tell y'all, if anybody hasn't listened to Hedastate, y'all hear me explain it, y'all gonna go back and be like, damn, this, like, I don't even know how I'm breaking this down like this, because this is what I feel when I hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that. That's love. That's love. But it is a marriage. It's a symbiotic relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I do like that. That's why you get somebody like Praise. I need you to hear this. You know what I'm saying? And really, it's all feeling, man. To me personally, I hate to be esoteric. I can't help it, but because I feel it. It's all moments, man. That's all I really want to do, is just catch a moment. And I sit back and I be thinking with my brothers, and we be thinking about what happened. Like, oh, I flash and think of a story. Oh man, I remember we was out there. Damn, that dude slapped the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? Let me find a way to say that fly. You know what I mean? And so it's just capturing moments. If I can do that, I'm good with it. Whether somebody like it or not, if I can catch that moment, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I'm cool with it. I feel good with it.
That's what's up, man. Now, you told me what goes into like picking your beats because of the soulfulness from down there, man. But it's just like you still have so many different ways to go with it as well. What I love with your tracks, like, I love the soulfulness in them, and I love it because it sounds like it could have been like a Kanye, and this is no knock on your producers. Because I don't want them to think that I don't think that they're wrong for that. But it's that soul in it. When the early Kanye had that soul, and used to like Common and Tyler, they would just ride all over them damn
beat. I'm sorry, I'm gonna throw that in there. Beat.
What? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So you are given that, and it's just like, it's your flavor, man, and your voice. Wow, that the voice just came. That's just natural, because I hear it as we're speaking. It's not something that's overdone. Nothing like that,
Yeah, like I say, man, my mother was an English teacher, man, and I remember being a kid. She, I always been a soft-spoken type of child, and it was like, speak up, you know what I mean? Tell them what you want. Like, dang.
Word.
And so
you heard that before. That's why you were like,
it's coming. I'm gonna give you a minute. I'd be like,
Word.
But yeah, that's just kind of it's an innate thing. I don't even be thinking about it sometimes.
Man, listen, it's just one of those things, bro. Now, what I love to ask too is like, the first song you ever did. Can you remember? Because I know about writing, and then it's different from writing and rapping to recording. And then and when you first got that first joint, do you remember the reception you got from your first track?
Yeah, it was surprise.
Yeah.
It was surprise because you look at the who doing it, and then you listen to it, and you're like, "That's you." Like I said before, like, that's you. That just don't seem like you. So yeah, it was probably surprise that it was me, and that somebody in North Carolina sound like
something
somebody
that's not you didn't sound around the way to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I love that. I think that's a beautiful thing. That shows you how powerful hip hop is. That a dude from North Carolina can sound like he from Red Hook. I think that's cool. That a dude from Pittsburgh sound like he from LA.
Yeah, and here's the thing too, because it kills the whole misconception of a Southern drawl. Like, people can have it, and you know what I'm saying? And it's just one of those things where you can't pigeonhole a region of hip hop.
Oh, no.
And you do that, and you do that, you miss out.
You
because
missing out, man.
Being made everywhere, man. I would have never heard the likes of you, Little Brother, and all of that if I was just stuck on East Coast or up north or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And it's nothing wrong with the dialect. Like, we talk long enough, you're going to hear me say, nah, cuz.
Yeah.
You'll hear the country.
Part of it. Like,
yeah, and I love
I'm in Connecticut, but I still be like, come on, B. You know what I mean? Like, it's just there.
You know what I'm saying? And I got family in Jersey, so.
Worse.
You know
So you already know.
I lived in AC for about 4 years when I was real small, you know what I mean? But
okay.
Yeah, but I love it, man. J Electronica from New Orleans. You know what I mean? And it's
exactly.
just like look how we spread out. But we can still have these conversations and be alike, you know what I mean? Alike. So
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a beautiful thing to me. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the beautiful thing in hip hop, man, because it's, I mean, when you see what we have, what we do, I mean, not what we've done with it because it's ours, you know what I'm saying? But we just spearheaded and let's keep going forward because despite what people may try to do to water it down, there's artists and there's creators such as yourself that's still there, that's still making, you know what I'm saying? And it's not changing, not waving, not changing up no matter what they say, whatever.
I'm not with changing none of that. You're going to get all of this stick talk. You're going to all of this, me talking about going to the church house, coming back and having me one of these. You're going to get all of it. It's going to be contradictions and it's going to be all of it. But I don't like I want to keep it true to the craft, man. I just love it. I love it. You know, we talk about it metaphorically, like if we was to just get on the basketball court and get a soccer ball or a tennis ball and start throwing it and be like, all right, well, you ain't got the dribble no more. You can just run up. It ain't basketball no more.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean to be a super elitist or purist or nothing like that, but when you start taking away them elements that hip hop is, it ain't that no more.
And it isn't. And that's what I hate too, because you strip it down and then you put it in these major award shows, and then I don't watch award shows anymore because I'm like, no one I listen to will ever be on it.
No.
I watch none. I mean, I don't watch any. You understand what I'm saying? Because when I know that the dudes, I could easily have anybody like you. How come you're not nominated for Lyricist of the Year, something like that? Like my brother Sky Zoo, Album of the Year. Shout out to my bro. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Sky Zoo, man.
You know, that's my brother. So it's like, it's like with my brothers, my peoples, I know I can put your music up against anybody that's in these categories. If you're not even being listened to, why am I gonna watch that? I get frustrated with it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I just do something like this here, bring light to people like you, man.
I love it. I love it. Like I said before, it's needed, and that's why I said that. It's needed for for your platform. Your platform, people, you and anybody like you. It's needed. You know what I'm saying? To keep the craft going. The respect for it. Anyway.
Absolutely. And shout out to my big brothers in this podcast game. I always say Tissue on the Tape. My brother Survive and Philmatic. They out of Philly, but Tissue on the Tape, that's the other ones.
Peace to Philly.
Yeah, right. Philly, you know? Yeah. So let's talk about it, bro. Like the first project, let's talk about what went into it and how did you go about, what was the feeling of going in saying, I'm going to record a whole full-length project? How was that feeling for you?
Oh, man, you mean the Trey's Revenge?
Yeah.
Man, I just had a baby boy, not too real. He 3. He just turned 3. And
the shoe song?
Yeah, that's him. That's my little gorilla, you know what I mean? And you know, sweet little boy, but you know, he rowdy, rambunctious. But you know, that's it. That's him. He's Trey. And so just listen to the current state of rap. And you know, I'm like an inspired writer. I like to feel like, you know, I like to have that feeling to write. And I just, you know, I was listening to a lot of stuff and I didn't, you know, I don't like how soft it was feeling.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm trying to say it as nice as I can, you know.
Yeah. Yo, but, you are like what put me on to you, and I keep it funky. Shout out to our brother Praise, because I think it was a connection through Praise that really put me on to you. And then when I started seeing your freestyles, like the way you hit it, I was like, yo, you always remind me like just Bigfoot stomping through. Oh, no. I mean, like, here I am. Your little
Yeah.
thoughts, like that's just how you come through. Like, oh, and I love that. Bro. That's why you see you bringing that back, and that's what's here. You know what
I
I'm
like
saying?
that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because aggression ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? Masculinity ain't bad. It ain't all toxic, and we need it. I mean, I ain't gonna go soapbox, but we in attack, but it's cool. You can't stop that aggression. It's gonna always be there. So I wanted that. I wanted that feeling because I felt like it was just kind of missing a little bit, and it was just kind of just some therapy for me. You know what I'm saying? Some release.
Listen, I'm not mad at you, and I'm glad that my brother DJ is in here because he's like, and this is something I stress to I want to start stressing everybody's here. Just like he said, turn on our station. We hear there's people like you on there. There's people like Sky regularly on there. Everybody we call lyricists, like you know what I'm saying. And what we're trying to do, and shout out to my homegirl A Block, and he just jumped in here. Shout out to the tribe. You know what I'm saying. But with Regular Cat Radio, this is what we're looking to do. With this platform here, it's all a conglomerate together. You know what I'm saying?
I love
We're bringing that. So when you have time, tune into us. The iHeart. You, like I said, you can jump in at any time and hear you playing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, that's very cold, man. I was just it's funny you say that because you are right. Me and I was looking at the Praise interview you had with Praise, and that was like my first, my introduction to the platform, and I was just like. This is hard, man. Yeah. This is hard. You talking about that guy, he's a problem. That's an understatement. I just got finished looking at the Cyrus the Great joint. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. You know what I mean? Listen.
Problem.
And the thing is, these connections with me, bro, just like with you, is me because I love hip hop. Like if you can just put me on a ladder to anything, I'm doing this because I love it, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, people are always telling me, yo, I love what you're doing, and I appreciate it because this is what I do it for. Like, I'm asking the questions of a fan who I like to get into the artist's head because I remember recording. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I'm listening to your songs, I'm listening to your music. I'm like, yo, I remember those days of being in the studio and going in there, and I'm like, yo, okay, what goes into this? Because I love the intricacies of your work. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
I like to have people on here and talk about their work. So Trades of Revenge, let's talk about that, bro.
Man, I remember sitting down with my brother and we just going through, just listening to stuff. I'm like, everything sounds soft. And I have my little man in there. He loves rap. You know what I mean? So he listening to, he likes the Gazelle does and the HNIC. I try to get the censored versions, of course. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Go rock, word.
Yeah.
Tough by the senses, bro.
Man, you know what I'm saying? And that was just the feeling I had at the time. And so I went into just picking out little samples that were empty where I could make statements. You know what I'm saying? As far as how I felt at the time. It's an angry joint. I call it Trey Revenge because, my father, I was gonna call it Bill Woods Revenge because I'm his revenge on the world.
Word.
But, what I mean? I didn't want it to be too bleak. And I called it Trey's revenge, you know what I'm saying? So I'm his revenge on the world. He's putting me out. It's because he's born. I'm out here being a gorilla. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I wanted to do it. We was having a cookout at my mother's house. And my younger brother, Vito Coley Stone, shout out. He came, he puts a ski mask on it and walks him outside. And he like, Daddy. I said, that's the album cover. And then I think that day I just started kind of just piecing together little, samples and clips and stuff. I actually did all of the production on Trey's Revenge. So
you did the whole joint yourself, word?
Yeah, I did all the production. And my brother Tyler Woods, you know what I'm saying, did the mixing and mastering. So
Tyler Woods too, you know what I'm saying?
So it went from there, man. It just became like a passion project because I hadn't really dropped a real full-length joint of mine for years. For years I just been doing features on my brother's stuff.
Yeah.
Writing on other people's things.
That's what's up.
You know, me and my brothers have an imprint called Wright Brothers. That's
Okay.
what you hear throughout the joint, and that's me and my two brothers, Vito Coley Stone, Young Vito, and my brother Tyler Woods. He's overseas. And
Okay.
so, you know, so that's our production company, so to speak.
Well, salute Tyler Woods too, bro, because he had reposted the joint for this, and I hit him up. He responded right away. Look, I love that, bro, because people see, you know what I mean? It's just real joint, like real shit, man. You
It's
know what I'm
family. It's family now. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be expecting you for Christmas and shit.
Where you at, word? Word, man. Salute everybody here, man. Listen, this is why I do this book, and I love it, man. We're gonna get into some of the joints on Trey's Revenge, bro.
Let's get it.
Because what I always like to do, man, is ask somebody what went into certain songs that's my favorite.
That's wow.
Problem with that, though, and I come across this often, but really the problem is there's a lot of favorites on here, B. Because, because for me, I'm a bar. I love bars. I love lyrics. Lyrics absolutely freaking matter.
Same
I don't
here.
care who says what.
I don't care who says.
Respect the DJs. I love production. I love it. It goes hand in hand. But I love bars.
That's
you know
love.
What I'm saying?
That's
and
love.
It's the album speaks for itself, full of that. But let's get into two of them. You don't mind we do that? Where I
absolutely, man. Come on, man. Absolutely. We celebrate.
Yes. We celebrating tomorrow. We're gonna give blessings and thanks to our families and everything. I'm giving thanks for this platform being able to birth this here. I'm thankful for having these conversations with dope ass people like you.
Thank you,
know what I'm saying? And we're gonna start with the first track on there, the intro. I'm gonna say this, man. I have one of these things, a pet peeve, because when a song is so fire, I want it to be like 5 minutes long. But sometimes you do that, and the artist knows what they're doing. All right, that's what, and I trust that when I listen to it. You know,
you're a smart brother.
Let's get into that intro with that sample that is unbelievable. I was playing that joint earlier. My son, Big Noah, shout out, I love you. He's upstairs. I was playing that earlier, and every time I play it, I just got a knock. He was like, "Oh, that's hard." And then he's here, and he's like, "Those bars." Like he's a bar. He's a bars too. You know what I mean?
You say the babies love it, man.
Yeah.
That hurt.
Thank you, man. So
thank you, young king.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna get into the intro, man. How did you? Now I know you produced it. You produced it. That sample. How did you find it? Like, did you know where you were going with that when you found that? Like, I gotta get into your brain with this, bro.
No, sir. Oh, no, sir. Which is pretty much for most of them. I had no idea. I was just sifting through music. You know what I'm saying? And when I heard it, it was It sounded like a celebration.
Yes.
Introduction. And personally, I didn't. I kind of was funny about putting it on it because I felt like it was different from all the joints that was on it. And I was just like, everything else was just kind of mean and rugged. This sounds more like, hey, we here.
Yeah.
But, when I started listening to it, I chopped it and then started kind of just freestyling to it. It made me feel good. And I was like, this is a good way for me to, ease people into this. Because the next shit it's going to be ugly. You know what I'm saying? But,
that's it. And I don't ask where it came from. That's not to be that. I'm not do that. I never want to watch how a movie was made. You know what I mean? That spoils it for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just want to see him get busy in that jam. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like if I saw The Wire or Hawkeye and Avengers, I ain't watching Hawkeye. I ain't watching no Avengers. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be with them. So I love the finished product. But that beat, man, that's just something that it could just ride out. Those is one of those top open. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's funny you say that. My brother though, he was like, when he was mixing it, he was like, "Yo, this need to be a whole joint."
See?
Yeah. So y'all had the same, y'all smart.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I just want to just throw it out there and just kind of get out of the way of the joint. And so it was. I wanted to be like a tease. I wanted to be like a, you know what I'm saying? And then get into it.
I wouldn't have been mad if you would have did some shit like came back at the end of the joint, had to come back in, and then you kicked another joint to end the album with.
Listen,
I mean,
you an MC. Now see, that's
yeah,
the MC head on, because I was definitely like, when it came out, I was just like, you know what? I could go back in there.
See?
You know what I mean? But, you know, I like to leave well enough alone. You know what I mean?
And it's understandable too. Word.
In that moment, like I said, it was a moment, and I was able to grab it and then say, all right, you know, I ain't gonna strangle it. You know what I'm saying? My mother always said, never wear out your welcome. Don't wear out your welcome. So
yeah, you're right. You're right.
I try to get in and get out like an OG classic. You know what I'm saying?
I
don't want no problems.
And that joint did that, man, because I love it, bro. It definitely is everything that you meant for it to be, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Thank you, man.
Now, because once again, we're talking about my brother Hedastate's album, Trey's Revenge. The first joint is called Intro New Antiques, and it's just a banger. I was playing it as we came in, so if y'all was in here in the beginning, you heard it. If not, just go. You gotta go check it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play. Listen, it's on Regular Cat Radio. How about that?
Oh man,
on the Regular Cat Radio. Y'all gonna stumble on the Trey's Revenge. The whole album is in the playlist, but the intro is that joint I'm talking about there. You know what I'm saying? The bars, like, how long did it take you to write that joint? Because even though it was a minute 43, it could, or a minute 32, I'm sorry, it could have, it didn't, it may have taken longer just because of the way you wanted to perfect.
That's true. A lot of things go that way. Because I second guess myself a lot, probably saying too much, but I love it. You know what I mean? I second guess myself all the time, and I'm like, man. But that didn't take long at all, man. You know what I'm saying? That was like a kind of just sitting there and listening to the loop, and a lot of times I might already have an idea where I'm going with something. If as soon as I hear the clip, then I'm like, I know how I want it to sound, how I want to sound, and then you know, it kind of just it kind of writes itself, so to speak. And especially when I think about what I want to get across, because what I wanted to get across was like an introduction, like, listen, regardless of what you hear right here, this is who I am. And that intro, I think, is probably one of the things, if you could put me on in a ball in a 16 or whatever, that's a pretty good depiction of who I am. You know what I'm saying? I think damn, now I forgot how I started. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
All the praises are due to the Most High. That's first and foremost. And that's kind of how I, you know what I mean, wake up and then go to sleep. You know what I mean?
Man, listen, man. First, real quick, shout everybody's in the room. Shout out to, like I said, my homegirl A Block. She's out of Rhode Island. She got the hip hop in Rhode Island, man. And she
all right.
Community too. So shout out to her. My little nephew Chef Tariq, her son, he has a cooking show, Cooking with Chef Tariq on Sundays. He does on live. So you got to check that out.
I'm checking for it. I'm a fat nigga.
And shout out to I like he slid that one word.
Yeah. You know.
Word. Shout out my cousin Tito. We're gonna see him on Thanksgiving, bro. He in the building too here, you know.
Come on, man.
Listen, this my brother Hedastate, one of the illest MCs that you may or may not have heard about, you know. We just breaking down the intro on his new album, his latest album, Trey's Revenge, because he got a lot of work coming too, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know? So, you know, you broke that down for me. I'm thankful, man. And the other joint on here that I just love, man, is Rugrats, bro. I love Rugrats, man. I know somebody immediately think Rugrats and think of the cartoon, but please don't get it confused.
Yeah. Man, I'm so glad you made that correlation too, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what it was. I mean, because I started the line with that. I've been doing this since y'all was watching Rugrats, since y'all was watching the cartoons. You know what I'm saying? I remember being with some. I love the younger generation. Like I came from a younger generation. I ain't 70, 80. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But you know, I remember just kicking it with some kids, and I was just like, they was just like, yeah. You know how the kids do. I love them. I like to mix it up. I said, man, I was out here when y'all was watching Rugrats, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm from a different era, and so that's all me just breaking that down and just being slick with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm from an era where, you know, in any era, you know, any era would leave something leaking on the rearview mirror or something, you know, leave something on the rearview mirror. So I'm just from a different time and space, just like we all are. We all got, you know, we all got different times.
And that's what I love about you, bro. And this is the whole, in respect, like you said it yourself, the whole and the biggie in you, where you can say something, but you can say something that someone else is saying, but differently and flyer.
Yeah, yeah, that's all I'm about. That's all I'm about.
Like you say, flyer, like, you know what I mean? Like that line just broke down, you know what I'm saying? And the way about delivering it too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that. I like that about Jay. Jay said something, he was like, and people might not think, I said this was like one of the hardest joints. He said, I'm the one like 5 divided by 4. Now, you think about when he said that, wasn't nobody rapping like that.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
One of my favorite joints, it was a simple line, but what I said, people want a breakdown of saying the same thing but different. On 99 Problems, he's like, niggas try to play me like I'm saccharine. You know what I mean? Instead of playing like they try to play me like I'm sweet, they try to play me like I'm saccharine. Like, yo,
man,
that's different. That's not
different.
You
could be a janitor. You ain't got to do nothing. You could be a janitor. And if you rap about that fly, where you join that so I can download it.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what I'm all about. You know,
I
so
believe that too, man. Because I want to hear something fly. Like I said, and that's why I caught on with you, bro. Like your music, man, it's soulful hip hop. It is like it's a lane that's there for this type of hip hop where it gives you that. And like I said, for me, I think immediately Lil Brother. And I think you, and you know what I'm saying? And it's like soul. And like Scott, when he get on, you know what I mean, them joints, like all of those soulful tracks. Like
it's so crazy, man. I love them especially Fonte a different, he a different nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I always love listening to Fonte and Skyzoo. I could go all day about them. The Great Debater was one of my favorite joints he did.
Absolutely.
I used to, you know, he got busy on that. But
that's my bro. But like with you, like speaking of like the praise joint, like I wanted to ask you about that. How do you and praise connect, man?
Man, that's wild. 6 degrees. Let me show you the 6 degrees of separation. Since it's wild. I got a brother that I know, a Raleigh brother, named Hustle MC. Okay. We've done work together. Stand-up guy. You know what I'm saying? I met, you know, of course, I met him through my brothers. And so we fought. And he happened to tag Praise in one of my posts, you know, like, listen to this nigga, you know, type of thing. And Praise was like, yeah, he hard. And then, you know, he did his due diligence. And, you know, from there, it was just like, man, you tough. And so I said, well, let me go look at him. I said, oh, he's that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it kind of came. That's kind of had it. So we kind of been kind of back and forth and talking and come to know that, that's going to happen.
Yeah, you know I mean? See, you see me, right? I'm trying to throw the no look, like.
Yeah. Let me Blake Griffin that. You know what I mean? I mean,
he said, it's going to happen. Listen. Listen. You know this platform here, I told Praise, I tell you, if you anything, man, that's what this is for, man. I'm about that joint, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's in the works. You know what I'm saying?
I can hear it. Like, first of all, the way that you guys have that mutual respect and that adulation for each other's work, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I mean everything.
Yeah, it's like I can hear that coming together.
Yeah, man. And it's funny you say that, man, because like I say, we've been talking for a minute. And so, you know, Hustle kind of, you know, connected us. And
thank you, Hustle.
Shout out to Hustle. And if I'm not mistaken, Praise and I believe Cyrus the Great have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And this is what I tell people, like, you know, because even when I go out throughout my day, like I tell people, like, I'm a regular cat, yo, so I still do my same shopping. I'm out there doing all that. I socialize with people. I'm telling them about this platform, and I'm telling them, like, they ask what it's about. I'm like, I'm bringing, like, the people that is on that level where you wish you heard, like, the people that you listen to, the music that you wish they put out are the people I'm listening to. You know what I mean? The people I'm blessed to be able to have here that has time for me. You know what I mean? On the regular cat people. You are like anybody that I've had on here, I can put their music up against anybody. I'm so thankful.
That means a lot to say. That's a heavy statement. That means a lot.
And I look at it because, like I said, you remember, and I don't shy away from it. I am a fan of, you know, what I mean? I'm a fan of your music. So it's like when I connect with you, I'm like, man, this is dope. It's somebody that I'm listening to. You know, what I mean? I'm banging the joints. I'm like, yeah, this is how I have these conversations as I'm listening to your music. I'm curious to what went into it all.
Yeah, man, that's some cold shit. Like that Rugrats was really just all experiences. I'm thinking back about really, and that's what it was. Like I start saying, yo, I've been doing this since y'all was watching Rugrats. Peace, beloved. Peace, Rob.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Mingle with all the drug dealers and the thug cats. It's obvious, you know what I'm saying? I'm cut from a different crochet, but if I was OJ Blase Boom, but
I love that line.
because you know, that's just how I am. I'm unapologetic. And
sir.
In my family, I'm the red button in my family.
Man,
I'm the talking piece of it. I'm the diplomat. That's why, you know, they call me, that's why it's Hedastate. It's a parody because I'm the red button, but at the same time, I'm the guy that'll talk it out. My brothers are electric. You know what I'm saying?
I know what electric means in this case.
You know what I mean? So I'm the grounding wire, and I try to be. You know
Word.
And so that's why it's the president, because I try to be diplomatic. And so that was just me just thinking of experiences, you know what I'm saying? It all started in 99, posing by the Porsche. There was a production company way back in the day called Strong Arm that I used to rock with. And they put me out, I did a couple projects with them way back in the day. And he was a pretty well-to-do guy, I guess. You know what I mean? So he had a lot of money to put behind it. You know what I'm saying? They used to rock the Porsche. So it all started in 99, posing by the Porsche. My father passed in 09. Never thought in 09 I'd be posing by the corpse. Young Vito, Cole, frozen by the horse. Mustang must be chosen by the force. And then, you know, I'm talking red eye shit. Is my brother, he's overseas. So, you know, he rocking with Def Jam France and he actually got a thing coming out with Empire Records and Kid Capri this December. So they got some things going on, and I'm gonna be heavily involved in that. So, you know, I was just, just kind of just grasping at just moments, you know what I'm saying? And so that Rugrats is kind of like a culmination of just, you know, experiences and just saying like, I've been doing this for a minute, you know what I'm saying? When you was watching cartoons.
Let me tell you something, man. It's crazy because like the whole, like I said, the whole album literally is full of joints like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my brother B Zones, man. He's in here. He's on the regular Cat Radio. He has a great he does interviews as well, a podcast interview shows, great intellectual interviews, and we air him on regular Cat Radio. But that's my brother. You know, we're gonna have a great conversation soon. I keep saying that B Zones, but we gonna line that up, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, but this brother State, this album, man. While we're here, bro, I mean, I'm a test the waters. I'm gonna ask you about one more joint, bro, because
man.
You know what I mean? Like my joint, other joint on here, Dreams, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
So like that's what I'm talking about. Like when you said that the intro doesn't sound like that's the album. Like you going in on Dreams, but it still has that. All of it still gives you the soulful feeling of it. Man.
Yeah, absolutely. Dreams was another joint that was, you know, I wasn't gonna throw on there, but my brother, man, my brother's a singer, man. He amongst many other things, but you know, he definitely made his bones overseas and here, you know what I'm saying, with his voice. So you know, he's definitely like my both of my brothers are my brain trust, you know, them and my mother, we circle the wagons. And so, you know, he was like, man, put that joint on there. You know what I'm saying? That's him singing on it. You know what I'm saying? So,
which brother again?
My brother.
Which one?
The Dreams.
Yeah, but which brother?
Oh, my younger brother. So I got two brothers, Tyler Woods.
Yes, salute to Tyler Woods, because let me tell you something. That's the same Tyler Woods has been like you keep it on the low, but you know what I'm saying. Salute to him, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I said he was real. Like it was dope because we connected. It was no problem, you know. We'll get into his story, but I love that, man, because he was thinking like me. One of them joints that Tyler was, thank you. We almost lost out on Dreams because your brother almost didn't want to put it out. I almost didn't have this part of this conversation.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
So talk to me about Dreams, like what went into that and writing that one.
That's funny, man. I was you know how you get into those kind of as men we goal oriented, man. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
You got drive and out. You want to go somewhere. You want to get a certain point, and it don't happen for you. And so that was my initial thing. You know what I'm saying, with dreams. And then again, just clutching at moments. You know what I'm saying? I started, man. I got a bag full of dreams, but it seems like the bag got a hole in it. Damn, got to roll with it. Probably got snagged at the seam. So cold with it. They should have my swag in the museum. You know what I'm saying? And then I just kind of go into the story like, damn, I had this. I was doing this. I was doing that. You know, so I should probably be. You know what I'm saying? I should be all the way up right now.
Right.
And you know, a lot of times as men, man, we so goal oriented that we so focused on the result.
Right.
And we don't enjoy the struggle and the journey. When I was probably 10, 15 years younger, man, I'd be listening to this me and be like, nigga, shut up. But
come on, we all would have, man, because the way I talk to people now, I'm like, no, it's not, but it's called growth. You know
it is, man. It is.
Growing, you're stagnant, man. You know what I mean? And that's in everything, you know?
Yeah. So it was just kind of it was just kind of a look back to like, damn, I was doing it. I was doing it.
Bro, like, and I'm sorry, when I listen to your music, it's just one of those things, like I said, I literally love this album, man, because it's giving me everything I want in a hip-hop album. You know, like, you got, the production is definitely tight. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
The bar work, and like I told you, said earlier in this conversation, it's meshed so well because your bars, like, now I know that you literally you produce and did everything else. It's kind of like that's having a cheat code. I always feel like if you can produce, you should be able to put great music together, but we do know it's still hard to do, and we do know it's not always done.
It's a challenge just because as a rapper, you got to, I hate to say rapper, as an MC, sometimes you got to get out of your rapper, your MC head and kind of, get into your sonic brain, you know what I'm saying, your producer brain. And that's what my brothers kind of do for me, man. They kind of kick me out of my MC because that's home for me. You know what I'm saying? Rapping is home. That's like, it's easy work for me. And so I'm kind of new to the production side of it. I've always been a musician. I always played instruments and shit like that. But, to put stuff, I have a newfound respect for like Praise and Cyrus the Great. You know what I'm saying? I could go on and on with the people I work with, Prolific, Beat Brothers, Beat Geeks. These brothers, man, they've been doing it for so long and they have a formula. And, they could do it in their sleep. And so I have a huge respect for them, man, because it takes a lot to capture the ear sonically and not be saying nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I could never do it. That's why I could hear dope samples of pieces, but I could not
put it together.
That was not my gift there.
Right.
Real quick, let's give a big shout out to my homegirl Shay BK. Today's her birthday. Happy birthday, Shay.
Happy born.
So, thanks for joining us today. Part of my tribe there. We love you there, man. Thank you for that.
You already know what I'm about to do.
Word. Word. Here we go, Shay.
That's That's for you. That's for you. Peace, Queen.
Word. But once again, my brother Hedastate, man. So this album, man, I know you sent me over the intro joint, and I was thankful for that. You sent me over that logo joint too, man.
Word.
Woo! That's one of your favorites there too. I want to ask you which one, if you pick out your favorite joint on there.
It's probably, that's crazy. The favorite, that's tough, but that is one of my favorite ones, just to the ear. You know what I'm saying? Just because I just like how mean it sounds. It sounds like a confrontation. And so that
sounds like if you had a problem, like back in my younger days, if you had a problem with somebody in the club, you know, and then you ride by later, doom,
That's
what you
what it
say
sounds
now?
like.
No
I'm from
better
a
to help
joint,
you now, you know.
man. You know, we from an era where it wasn't drop your addy. You
Mm.
had to, like I said in the joint. I'm from an era. If you had an issue, you had to go find them.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sorry. You had to go. You know what I'm saying? You had to go. Pardon me. You had to go find them. It wasn't no drop your addy. It wasn't no, it wasn't that social media thing or none of that. Which I love it. I love it. Don't get me wrong, but we didn't have that kind of, that wasn't the access we had, so we had to kind of,
it was different for us, man. It was a different thing then.
had to figure it out.
Or listen, Hedastate, bro. I want to thank you, man, because you are literally one of the illest, dope dudes that I really feel like every time I see, if y'all not following my brother here now, make sure before we go, you gotta make sure you spell out your name correctly, even though it's right there in the live.
Absolutely.
Because if you haven't heard his album, The Wright Brothers, first of all, tell them where to find this album at, brother.
You can get the album on Audio Mac.
Right.
You can go to my the link is definitely also in the bio on my Instagram. The link in the bio, but you can find it on Audio Mac, AUDIOMACK, and my name is spelled HEDASTATE, Hedastate. You know what I'm saying? It should be head of state, but you know how we talk.
Yeah, word. See, first of all, I know the flip on the word is dope because it could be head of state and all that and be that, but because it could be head of state or head of state, like it's a lot of different flips on it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So what do we got coming up in the chamber? I know you touched on some, but what we got coming up, lined up in the future for you, bro?
Man, I could talk you to death. I got I definitely have what I tried to do, and I'll try to make a long story short. What I tried to do with doing new music now is I'm partnering with different producer teams, and we're calling ourselves like a group. So, for instance, you know what I mean? Like, say you got so you got Gnarls Barkley, right? CeeLo and Danger Mouse.
Right.
So I partnered with my man Dean Smith. He was one of the first dudes that was like, "Yo, man, let me get with you." And
that's a fire name. I know where that came. That's fire.
Yeah, North Carolina. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Me and him, we formed. Me and him together. He's the producer. I'm, the MC. And together, we call ourselves Randy Watson.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so that'll be explained later. You know what I'm saying? But that's the name of the group is Randy Watson, like the Coming to America, Randy Watson.
Yeah.
So like Gnarls Barkley, and so I do that with about 3 or 4 other production teams. I got a production team called the Beat Brothers out of Raleigh. My man Lord Easy and Trim, they formed the Beat Brothers, and together we're the Gorillas. You know
that's
what I'm
saying? Each production team is a different group name.
We're a different group, and it's a different vibe. So with Randy Watson, it sounds silly, so the music is a little more light. With the Gorillas, it's a little more, you know what I mean?
In your face.
And then I got my man Rob Nahas out of Greensboro. Me and him together on Mission College. Like from what's the Spike Lee joint School Days?
Oh, School Days, yeah.
The college
Rob, was he in here earlier? Is he still in here?
Yeah, he was in there. I don't know if he's still in here, but
salute, bro. I didn't want to interrupt you while you was talking. Peace. I appreciate it, bro.
Absolutely. And so me and him, there you go. And so
all right. Together, salute. I'm still in here, man. Thanks for still talking to us. I appreciate you, B.
Yeah, and so our theme is, a little more geared towards what they was talking about in School Days. We're talking about, the Black experience and how it, it comes together when you're doing some of the things that we do. And, you know what I'm saying? And from my perspective, our perspective. And then, I got another brother out of Greensboro by the name of Prolific. Me and him together, the Bishop and the Preacher. And so we have
name of, I heard that name a lot before too.
From the Heat Kings.
Okay, I'm from before, but I know it was on mixtape or something. I don't know.
He's a Jersey cat, you know what I'm saying? And he's pretty dope, and so we have like a spiritual angle we take with things.
Dope.
That's the element, and
Okay.
and of course I got the Wright brothers. We have a compilation coming out this year as well.
Word.
So we're gonna be doing that, and then of course I'm gonna do Trades Revenge too, hopefully before the end of the year. So 2022 is gonna be busy.
I love it, bro, because listen, this is all needed music. When you're putting out quality, top-notch hip-hop,
Oh man,
soulful music that can be, first of all, the replay value on hip-hop today,
yes,
the staying power is
Mm-hmm.
important because we know with so much being put out, it's like a machine now, you know, it's hard to really sit with a project. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
we
And
consume music way
yeah,
too quick. I'm still eating off bandana. You know
listen,
what I'm
man,
saying? For Freddie Gibbs, that was like what, 3-4 years ago?
I don't have a problem doing that. And I say that because, and anybody who talks with me will hear this. Great music today is still gonna be great music tomorrow. You know what I mean? So if I get to it, then if it was dope, then it's still gonna be dope. You
Still
know?
gonna be dope. You sound
And
like my brothers, man.
yo, man, look, you know how it is, man. This is why I love these conversations because a lot of people could say that, you know, somebody that they talk dope
Yeah.
hip hop with. I mean, it sounds like they not love that, man, because it lets you know that energy is all over. Hip hop is still alive. I love knowing that there's so many like me that's still letting y'all know, letting us know. We are sharing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. We should, man.
Yo,
Thank
listen,
New York. Hey, I appreciate New York for, you know what I'm saying, giving us a little insight on it. You know what I mean?
listen, man. This is my brother Hedastate out of North Carolina. I'm so thankful thank you for your time, bro.
Thank you,
Listen,
man.
next, like I said, tune in to Regular Cat Radio, man. Let your peoples know as well because we got like you are in like one thing. My man DJ, my partner, shout out to DJ with me. He handles the website,
Peace.
the radio station as well. But by the time this interview is over, I won't be surprised if you tune in to Regular Cat Radio. You're gonna hear yourself, bro. This is how to the second we are with this joint, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
And anytime you have time, bro, to be back here, talk about those new projects you got lined up with, and all of these projects, man. Salute to everybody you working with. Salute to
Thank you, man.
It's the dope vibe you give, man. The energy.
Man, thank you.
Your energy. Listen, once again, y'all go back and check some of my man Hedastate's old clips too, man, on his IG. Those are still up there. He bodies every soul sample you want. You matter of fact, submit a sample to my brother Hedastate that you want in the body. I'll put you on the spot now. I'll give you another
listen, it can happen.
Word.
That's fun.
We just did this on the spot right now, and I'm gonna put a post up about that. You too. We're gonna submit a sample challenge. My brother King Virtue.
I like that.
Listen, I'm glad we said this, brother, because King Virtue, I'm glad you on the spot too. This is my brother, my Ghost Squad crew. We're a collective of dope creators, MCs, producers. Virtue's like one of the illest producers, man. And then usually on Fridays, he has somebody jump on his joint and just flow to his beats. You know what I'm saying? Man. So I'm gonna make this link. If you got time for that one day, we're gonna link that, man. It'll be so dope. To do that. You would sound so fire with Virtue as well, man. I promise you that, yo.
Let's get it. Let's
get
it.
My brothers always say he just likes to hear people over his tracks, and listen, our squad, he's lighting his tracks on fire, bro. I promise you that too. But I know, like, I just love dope MCing, man. We're gonna make that happen, bro.
Likewise, man. Yo, man, we're gonna be in contact anyway, man.
Yeah, I'm acting like we ain't gonna talk again, though. We might be talking right after this. You know how it is.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't get rid of me now.
Nah, we family, bro. Like I said, I'll be out there. I'll let you know when I come out there to see my fam. I'm gonna let you know so we link up and all that, man.
That's a bet, man. Let me know.
Listen, everybody, this is my brother, Hedastate, North Carolina MCing at his finest. No matter where you from, don't get it confused. So he's North Carolina. He reps it to the fullest, but he reps MCing. So thank you, bro. Thank you for your time. Once again, enjoy your holidays, bro.
You too, man.
Fam, thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. All right?
Hey, man, again, thank you for having me, man. It's a great honor. I'm grateful, man. Thank you, beloved.
Word. We'll do this again soon, all right?
Peace, King. God is the greatest.
Absolutely, yo. Be safe, bro. We talk.
You too, man. All right,
well, all right, y'all. So that's my brother Hedastate, man. Let him tune out there. And listen, bro, that was a beautiful conversation. My brother Tony, thanks for joining us. These zones, thank you, man, because listen, you give some of the most top-notch quality interviews, and I like that, and that's why I asked you to join us with Regular Cat Radio. You know, and brother, like I said, I'd love to do this. We're gonna have this crossover, and I'll get you because you've been ready, man. I just been juggling a lot at once, but I appreciate you, man. But once again, that was my brother Hedastate. If you don't know about this brother's work, man, he gets busy on there, and he's been doing it, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? If you want to hear his music, he already told you check Audio Mac for his album. You know what I'm saying? And also just check us out here. You know, Regular Cat Radio. Any given moment you can hear that fire in our playlist. But before I let y'all go, I always want to wrap up once again. Huge apology and shouts to my brother Cool B for the technical issue we had this weekend. We're gonna have Cool B on this Friday. You know what I'm saying? Before we go, I want to let y'all know how we're lining up the DJs for this week. My brother Philly Phil, thank you. He set up a Thanksgiving playlist for us, a Thanksgiving mix. We're going to have that drop tomorrow around 7 o'clock. No. Now, keep in mind, y'all, even when these DJs are not on, the station is still playing like any other station. You know, so tune in. When you want to hear something dope, don't go for the radio or satellite and get disgruntled and be mad. Just check out Regular Cat Radio on your iHeart, all right? You know what I'm saying? So my brother Phil's lining up a dope one for Thanksgiving. We got my brother Cool B back teaching you all how to blend on Friday. We're going to give him Friday, mixtape Fridays. So we got 2 hours from 5 to 7. We're going to have Cool B on teaching y'all how to blend, all right? 7:30, we got our special Goat Squad edition of Regular Cat Radio because we got my brother so soon. I'm so happy about. We so soon gonna be on here Friday, 7:30, back here at Regular Cat Radio. All right, we'll talk about this upcoming show. Everything we're gonna get into is just dope. I'm excited about that. So pardon me because I've been rocking a lot of my brother's music lately. He know, he's like, yo, Cat's really a fan, and I really am a fan of my brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got him coming up Friday. And then after my interview, 9 o'clock, shout out to my brother Big Juice 700. He got that Black Friday mix for y'all. So y'all rocking out Friday, just check Regular Cat Radio, 9 o'clock, Big Juice is on there. Plus, Saturday, we coming back with some DJs. Respect to the DJs, all right? Because we got my brothers, Philly Phil back. We got my man DJ True. Once again, I apologize to you too, bro, because we played the wrong mix. That was on me. You know what I'm saying? But we got the Blend Brothers All Stars, the Blend Banger joint that you got. We will let that rock 5:30, and I promise y'all want to check that out. Got some legends on it. True is a legend in this DJ game, in this hip hop himself, but he brought some friends along. Y'all want to check that out, all right? So we just rocking out for y'all, man. Listen, I want to thank everybody here. You know, this is what I do here, man. I love this culture. I love our culture. This is ours, man. Please do not let anyone let y'all think that it's dead or we've nothing, because everybody in this room here and everybody that's left and came in, we're the ones that's keeping it going. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, listen, Vito, thank you for your time, bro. Rob, everybody here, salute to y'all. Once again, check me back Friday, 7:30. Check out the station, Regular Cat Radio. I am your boy, Sasha Rock, a.k.a. The Regular Cat, just the regular cat that loves hip-hop. Once again, salute to my brother, Hedastate. Thank y'all for this fire-ass music. Y'all keep rocking and keep going out there. Trey's Revenge, go get it. Once again, check it on Audio Mac. Hit my brother Hedastate up. Hit Vito. Music is fire. I promise y'all won't deny it. Y'all won't be disappointed. Thank y'all. Have a good Thanksgiving. Stay safe, eat well. Everybody be good. Salute to my Ghost Squad. Salute to my tribe and everybody else around here, y'all. I love y'all. Be safe. Peace.